This video will be explaining the past paper questions, paper 1 of the topic rate of reaction. Let's start from the first question. The diagram shows the apparatus used to measure the rate of reaction between calcium carbonate and hydrochloric acid. As we know that when calcium carbonate react with hydrochloric acid, which is an acid of course, so carbonate, whenever they react with the acid, carbon dioxide gas is produced along with salt and water. So the reaction says that the mass of the flask and the content is measured at regular intervals of time. As you see the apparatus on the screen, a conical flask which is sealed with a cotton wool, and we have in the conical flask or reaction vessel we have a solid calcium carbonate and dilute hydrochloric acid poured into it. So that means carbonate and acid are reacting, and whole apparatus is placed over a balance. So when we see that the conical flask is being covered with the cotton wool, we know that it is porous, so it allows the gas of which is a product of the reaction can be easily released. So as the gas releases, the content of the reaction, the mass will decrease, and the digital balance will start showing the numbers which will decrease in a way that the mass decreases because carbon dioxide gas releases. So the question is, which graph correctly shows how the mass of flask and the content changes with time? As while reading the question, I have explained everything that gas is produced as a product, so it releases, so that decreases the mass of the reactants or the content in the reaction vessel. So of course the graph that shows the change in the mass in a way that it decreases and then it becomes constant. See, in a chemical reaction, whenever it occurs, if we are measuring the rate of reaction in terms of decrease in the mass of the product, then you must know that in the beginning the decrease in the mass is faster, then it gradually slows down, then finally it stops because the reaction has stopped. Maybe the content has all reacted together, or maybe one of the reagent is being consumed completely, so the reaction stops. That means Charlie is the answer for this reaction question, because the mass gradually, first it decreases rapidly, then it gradually slows down, and finally it stops and the mass becomes constant. It cannot be Bravo because here the graph is showing a very steeper gradient which is touching to zero, and the mass doesn't become zero because only carbon dioxide gas is released. Same is the reason for alpha, rejecting alpha option, and delta cannot be because it is decreasing, not in a in a regular way. It is decreasing, not this like this. So let's move to the next question. Next question says the limestone, which is calcium carbonate, reacts with hydrochloric acid, changing which reaction condition does not affect the rate of reaction. Always hold a pen in your hand and underline the important terms in the question or important words. Here the very important word is not. So we are going to look into the options, that which option is incorrect in simple terms. Yeah. So limestone and acid reacts, and which of the following condition does not affect the rate of reaction? Does the concentration affect? Yes, it affects. More the concentration, more the number of particles per unit area, more the collisions, frequency of collisions, and more is the effective collision. So of course it affects the rate of reaction. Bravo says the limestone particles. Yes, it does affect because limestone is in solid form. So if the particle size is smaller, the surface area increases and rate of reaction increases. So it does affect. Charlie says pressure. Alright, you must know that pressure only affects the reaction where we have reagents, reactants or the product in the gaseous form. Here, as they are only mentioning limestone and hydrochloric acid reaction in the forward direction, so pressure, there is no gaseous reactant in this reaction, so pressure is not going to affect anyways. Temperature. Yes, temperature affects the rate of reaction. The more the temperature, the more the energy particles are carrying, and faster is the rate of reaction because the more the number of collisions and more the effective collisions, or you can say the number of particles having energy equal to or more than activation energy increases as we increase the temperature. So yes, it does affect. So Charlie is the only option which does not affect the rate of reaction. So Charlie is the correct answer. Question number 3 says which element is most likely to be used as an industrial catalyst? Okay. Catalysts are usually the transient elements. When we study the periodic table, we know that transient element has a very important characteristic which is specific for them, that they are used as a Catalyst. Catalyst in the chemical reaction works in such a way that it decreases the peak of the activation energy. That means it brings down the barrier of activation energy. So the particles which are carrying the energy equal to or more than activation energy, their percentage increases, so rate of reaction increases. And you have to identify which of the following is a transient metal. Nickel is a transient metal, so nickel is the answer for this question. So bravo is the answer. Let's move to the next question. All right. The question is, ammonia is made by a reversible reaction between nitrogen and hydrogen. Okay, student, I'll just stop here and tell you that in the comment section, write it down if the speed of my speech is very fast and you don't understand. Actually, what happens, I speak faster because most of the students don't like that teacher should talk in a slower voice because they don't understand or they might get bored. So I always read very fast and try to give the explanation in a faster way. So in case you don't understand, just write in the comment section, the teacher please speak a little slower so we understand it. Okay, let's continue. Ammonia is made by a reversible reaction between nitrogen and hydrogen. Okay, this is the reaction. Nitrogen gas is reacting with the hydrogen gas and we are getting ammonia. Delta H is negative and negative shows that it is an exothermic reaction. Okay. In case of exothermic reaction, increasing the temperature favors the backward reaction. You have to, if you don't understand the effect of temperature on exo and endothermic reaction, I have made a separate video just on this effect of the increase or decrease in temperature on the reaction. Just go and watch it. Alright, so discussing this question, we know that delta H is negative, so it's an exothermic reaction. The more the exothermic reaction means that while going in the forward direction, when the reactants are reacting, they are releasing heat to the surrounding. So surrounding is getting hotter and hotter. So what is happening? If we provide the heat to the system from an outside source, the surrounding is already very hot. So providing the heat from the outside source is disturbing the reaction, is disturbing the forward direction of the reaction. So what will happen? The reaction will go to the backward direction to compensate that amount of heat which we are giving from outside source. So that means for those reactions which are exothermic in the forward direction, their temperature should be below. Like we shouldn't increase the temperature. We should decrease the temperature if we want the reaction to go in the forward direction. I hope you understand this explanation. Let's read the options. What is the effect of increasing pressure in this reaction? Okay. So in the reactants we have, excuse me, in the reaction, we have nitrogen, which is a gas, hydrogen, which is a gas. So the effect of pressure on the gaseous reactants is considered, but the pressure is not affecting on the reactants which are solid in state or liquid in state. So here definitely it is going to affect. How it affects, let's first understand the equation. 1 mole of nitrogen reacting with 3 moles of hydrogen, that means 4 moles of reactants are converting into 2 moles of product because there are 2 moles of ammonia gas. So 4 moles are converting to 2 moles. That means going to the forward direction, the volume is decreasing. The effect of pressure on the volume is they are inversely proportional. So increasing the pressure will decrease the volume. So if we are increasing the pressure, the reaction will go to the forward direction because in the forward direction, in the product side, the volume is decreasing. So what is the effect of increased pressure? We already know by my explanation that increasing the pressure will decrease the volume, so the more product will be formed. So let's go and see which option is correct. Less heat is produced. No, they are just asking us the effect of pressure. Bravo, more ammonia is produced. Yes, more ammonia will produce because in the forward direction ammonia is producing, so the product is ammonia. Charlie says more nitrogen is present at equilibrium. No, if when the pressure is increasing, the nitrogen is reacting. So ammonia is producing. So Charlie is not the correct answer. Delta says the reaction slows down. No, the reaction will fasten up. It will be faster when the pressure will increase. So what is our answer? Bravo is our answer. Okay. Let's do one more question for this video. That is again the question from the production of ammonia. This is the last question of this video. Which change will decrease the activation energy of reaction? The activation energy is the energy barrier which the reactants have to overcome to convert into product. So alpha says addition of catalyst. Yes, addition of catalyst decreases the activation energy. That's the correct answer. But let's read the other options. Bravo says decrease in temperature. As in the previous reaction, we have seen that production of ammonia is an exothermic reaction. So yes, decrease in the ammonia. Which change will decrease? Yeah, so decrease in the temperature will favor the forward reaction, but it is not going to change the activation energy. Activation energy is only decreased by the addition of catalyst. So alpha is definitely a right answer. Charlie says increase in the concentration. No, it doesn't affect the activation energy. Delta says increase in pressure. It doesn't affect the activation energy. So alpha is a correct answer. That's all for today. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. God bless you. Allah Hafiz.